into this home tour, what you'll notice immediately is its beautiful colour scheme. I always like to say this is like a Australian-inspired home right here in sunny Singapore as well, because you will see that it's marble cladded all the way. Later as we head in, you get to see. And you will see this colour contrast. It's a beautiful colour matching between its entire white walls and white facade with its beautiful oak solid wood timber doors. And these like grooves on this main door is also very gorgeous. So this was actually custom made as well. Now, one thing as you buy landed that is very important is actually your car porch area. How many cars can you fit, right? So in this estate, actually to be able to fit one car is a very big bonus already. And where I'm standing on right now is the actual car porch, and you are able to fit comfortably, I would say, a mid-size sedan vehicle. So you can actually fit in, like, let's say, a Toyota or Mazda, but anything more than that, I would say like a sedan Audi or any of the Continental cars, I honestly feel that it might be a little bit tight. But otherwise, bring your car here for a try. I think it will be good for you to kind of like try it out for yourself. So welcome into the very first level. So just a quick like specs of the place. The land size is 885 square feet and it's built up a total of 3.5 stories just across like about 3 years ago. And built up is approximately 2,400 to 2,500 square feet of space. Now, one concern that you may have is 885 square feet for an Inter-Terrace land size is actually pretty small, but you have to come and see it for yourself. Number one, because it's the norm, remember, in Thomson Garden Estate, right? Number two, this home is different from all the other homes in the entire Thomson Garden Estate because of our extremely high ceiling that my seller has built. So it's really built up to a total of 3 to 3.2 meters high, and that's why you do not feel claustrophobic at all. Secondly, as you come in, you notice that it's a column-free space, and that is why you don't feel like claustrophobic. I keep using that word because that's a word that maybe some people may be concerned of when you're staying in Inter-Terrace of such a land size. But honestly, as you can see, because of the colour scheme and the beautiful marble, it's actually imported all the way from Italy. That's why all over Singapore, you will never be able to find such a uniquely veined space. So I really call this a marble cladded home because all around you see beautiful marble. So as you come in, okay, this is actually the very first level, right? And I call this like your guest entertainment space, because as your guest comes in, this is a perfect space to house them. They can sit here, watch television, play games and drink or whatever, and it's where your friends and family can gather. And upstairs, it can be your private residence area where maybe guests, if you do not really want them to head upstairs, they don't have to. You can just keep them here. So this is level 1. Currently, it's actually tenanted to an Irish tenant, and this is where the family kind of chills out when they first come back. You will notice that the staircase here is very beautifully, it's actually made out of steel and it's actually painted white. And there's a reason why it's configured this way. Other homes, your neighbors down the road, their staircases may start from the entrance all the way up as a straight line, but this particular seller positioned the staircase in such a way for a specific purpose, and let me show you why. And that is because they want to create a granny's room at the back. So you have the option to keep this door or not, but I would suggest to keep it so that you have privacy at the back. There's an aircon that is here. Now as you come in, this space is typically the kitchen of all your other neighboring units, right? They will build this as the kitchen and then your dining area and all that. But my particular seller wants the kitchen to be on an elevated level so that even more light comes in. And so this is the perfect space as a granny's room. This is the only house in this estate here, and especially among this stretch, that has a granny's room. So that's the major selling point here. As you come in, it's actually, in Chinese we call it 四四方方, is there's no wasted space at all. You have the aircon, you have an attached, fully marble cladded bathroom. Come on in with me. Wow, gorgeous, okay? And it doesn't feel small at all because of the color palette. Yeah, and because it's white marble, beautiful vein, and it just needs to just make sure that, of course it's marble, you just need to maintain it properly and do its polishing once in a while. But other than that, it's a perfect space, attached bath for the granny or the helper. At this moment, the helper actually stays right in this bomb shelter. They keep the door open, of course, for ventilation purposes. But as you can see, it can fit a good super single bed, and you can add shelvings and all that as well. If you even want to put a double-decker bed, it's even possible. And over here, This is where they double up as a laundry area where you can fit your washer come dryer. You can stack it if you want. And if you want to dry even more clothes, you can install one of my favorites, Steigen racks. By the way, I am not sponsored, but it's my all-time favorite and I personally use it. So you can install like a Steigen rack here and then you can easily like use it to dry your clothes. Alright, and you can see a lot of space here as well, study table and whatnot. And so I think this is a perfect space, multi-purpose space as well. So right now, without further ado, let's bring you up to level 2. As we head up to level 1, you'll notice that every single step of these staircases, right, are actually cladded with marble as well. Every single step. So it's super sturdy. You don't feel like if it's like wood or timber or something, over time it may actually sink in or slope downwards. You will not have a problem in this home. So this is the second level and I call this the private living space, living cum dining space. So as you can see, again, it's a very squarish shape. It's up to you how you want to lay out the living room. They actually managed to fit a nice 6-seater dining over here and then your 2 to 3-seater couch, another settee chair, another chair as well, and your television, if you want, you can even wall mount it. The good thing here is that there is no built-in at all, so you have the flexibility to do whatever you want to the space. Notice that there is a cassette aircon as well. It's not the usual split aircon unit, so it's able to cool down the space fast as well. Yeah, and I just love the ceiling height from floor to ceiling again. Because of that, you don't feel that it's a very small and tight space. Another interesting feature, you have these gorgeous Facina doors. These doors are not totally soundproof, but they isolate the sound so much as if it's like soundproof. So even as I close, you don't even hear any noise from the outside at all. Anyway, it's a very quiet street and it's all your neighbors anyways. But even so, all you can hear are little birds chirping here and there. Yeah, so these Facina doors are really good. And just a slide up, you'll head on to your patio area. One more thing to note is that because it is a floor-to-ceiling Facina windows, such huge panels allow a lot of natural light to come in. And where we're facing here is actually northwest facing. So your west sun will come in from this direction. And so because of that, you have a very gorgeous like sunset you can see from here. And all the light will come in because of this floor-to-ceiling windows. And this is the most interesting part of the home, the kitchen, which is situated at level 2, right? So that is where your living area is, and now we're at the kitchen area. And what do you notice immediately? A lot of light that comes in, right? So as you can see, this huge panel of windows that goes across, it allows for better ventilation, the wind can come through as you're cooking and everything. And I just love the space in this kitchen, so you don't feel that it's small and tight at all. Now, first thing to take note of is this gorgeous island over here. And guess what? It's actually movable. So my seller actually wanted to make this like a movable island where you can move it here. And then when your kids come for like a quick breakfast before they head off to school, it's very simple. If you feel that you want a little bit more space when you're doing prep work and you're cooking, you can always shift it like what my tenant did to the side over here. So that's the flexibility. And not only can you fit like 2, 3 chairs, high chairs here, you can come with me to this side to see that there is plenty of storage as well. And it's like all soft close. So it's a very brilliant like storage idea. And then over here, pardon the mess, but you can actually fit in like your coffee machine, you know, and like wine bottles and stuff here. Really good storage solution. And then you have built-in high quality appliances, Miele, oven and microwave. And again, plenty of storage spaces all the way from floor to ceiling. And as you can see, I love this solid countertop as well. So really nice color palette. It's just white, very clean, very simple, very easy to maintain. And you can see the sink is very large as well, good for even drying stuff here and all that. Your Miele hob and hood as well, and this is actually a stove. So if you want to change your induction, it's up to you, depending on what you like and what you prefer. And then you can see the refrigerator space is actually good to fit in. Like this is actually quite a narrow fridge. You can actually fit in all the way here if you want. So yeah, basically no space is wasted, so that's a cool thing. A part of the kitchen is this attached marble cladded bathroom again, and then you even have a rain shower that is here. So of course, this will be a little bit of a wet shower area, and I don't think anybody will really shower here because it's more like a guest powder room of sorts. And so yeah, after they do their business, then they come out here and then they wash their hands. And so I think it's a very, very efficient layout. So now that we're done with level 2, let's head up to level 3. So come on in with me to the master bedroom, or you can call this a junior master, but originally this is the master bedroom. Because of the high ceiling, my seller actually built this very interesting concept of a loft. And then up there, you can actually put storage and things like that. So because if your bomb shelter has been used by the helper or somebody else, you might need a space for storage, right? Storage is very important when you have kids. And so that's why that's a very brilliant idea. This space, as you can see, you can fit a queen size bed comfortably, if not even up to a king size or super king, no issue at all. Floor to ceiling Facina windows. And this is really like a slightly overcast day. You can see how bright it is already. Gorgeous view outside of the nature. Actually, that's your neighbor's tree, haha. So that's good. And generally, even on this level, you are already higher than the neighbor. And it's not too near. So because of that as well, a lot of light comes in. So fantastic space. Let's bring you to see the master toilet. And come on into the shower area. It's so big, like honestly, like I can even do splits here. Yeah, fantastic. It's a rain shower, your Hans Grohe shower fittings here as well. They actually installed this window panel here as well, which is fantastic for ventilation. That's why this particular master bathroom is actually very, very well ventilated and well maintained. So let's bring it on to the junior master. Currently, as you can see, it can fit a very good queen size bed. If you put a queen size bed, pardon this table, it's not supposed to be here. But yeah, typically I would actually warm out the television, and you can put a very nice study nook over there, or a bench seating there if you want. And the good thing about this room is that there's also a lot of light that comes in. There's your window panels there. Even this space here, I know it's a lot of clothes, right? But I want you to bring your attention to the fact that there are no built-ins in this room. And that is a bonus because you do not have to hack down anything. It's up to you how you want to plan this room to be. It could be your walk-in wardrobe. If you feel that in the master there's not enough wardrobe space, this can easily be a walk-in wardrobe, or it can be a proper bedroom and you can build your wardrobe space here, up to you. Again, it's a marble-cladded bathroom as usual. And this portion here is where you can actually do your shower, and they actually added another glass panel here for your WC area. So that's actually how they actually planned this space. So fantastic space, again, bright, very, very well maintained over here. What you notice even from the third level is that you are already higher than all your other neighbors in Thomson Garden Estate, and that is why you have no neighbors blocking your light. Of course, unless down the road they decide to sell and rebuild and whatsoever, then there's another issue. But for now, you can see even on the third level, you are already higher than all your other neighbors in front of you. And that is why you have plenty of light streaming into all your bedrooms. And this is the final attic level, total 3.5 stories, so we're at the half story above right now. And it's not like any other usual attic because the first thing you take note of is the amount of light that comes in even at the attic level. 2 reasons. Number 1, the floor to ceiling windows that from the outside and even this portion here allows for natural light to come in. And later on you will see that there are also actually window panels near the ceiling of this attic that allows a lot more natural light to come in. And so that's the gorgeous part of this attic space. What you'll notice also from level 3 onwards, that we are standing on solid timber strips. And these are not parquet flooring, these are solid wood. And so all across it's very hardy. You will not find it like parquet flooring. Some parts are a little bit creaky and all that. No. So that's the gorgeous part of this home. Now I'm going to bring you on. We have covered the junior master, the master, the granny's room, and now let's bring you to the 4th bedroom. And it's also ensuite. So come on in with me to the 4th bedroom. What I love again about this bedroom is that there are no built-in at the moment. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Currently, my tenant actually managed to fit a queen size bed and also another single bed over here. But if you were to do it as your kids' bedroom, for example, you can come on in with me. You can see that this part over here, you can easily do a custom wardrobe. And as you do a custom wardrobe, You can actually put your single or super single bed there, and then you can actually put, your study table over here against the light. And so this is a very, very good sized bedroom. Again, you notice high ceiling as well. So come on in with me to the ensuite. Your WC is with your shower. That's the only way that they could fit it in like that. And you will see this window panel here that leads out to the AC compressor. So if you're doing aircon servicing, this is where they'll head out to service the aircon. Last final thing to notice is from this part here, I love to show clients that you can actually see Marymount MRT station right there. So you just need to cut across the park. It's within 5 to 7 minutes walk and you will reach Marymount MRT station. Another thing you note is that overcast day, right? It's still so bright. Why? Because you are way above all your other neighbors in the entire Thomson Garden Estate. I sound like I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. You have to see it for yourself. And yeah, all your neighbors, they are not built as high as this home. And so that's why you can see all the way out to like Bishan area, which is amazing. Let's head to the attic space. Finally, we've come to the attic space, so come on in with me. This is the most flexible room in the entire house. A couple of options. You can use this as a study room, you can use this as a family room, you can use this as a guest bedroom. The only thing is this is the only bedroom that doesn't have an ensuite. So you can have a total of 5 bedrooms, right? The last one, which is this, doesn't have an ensuite. So they can share with the 4th bedroom. It's fitted with Mitsubishi Electric split aircon unit here, a lot of space, a lot of light, and because you have this glass panel over here as well, so if you are using it as a bedroom, you might want a bit more privacy. You can always install blinds or curtains around here. But if not, if you want to keep it open and light, you can keep it as a family or a study room. As you can see again, floor to ceiling Fascina windows, and just with a click, you can head up to your balcony area. It's drizzling right now, but for you guys, I'm going to stand here. And right now we're at the balcony area, and as you can see, even from this portion that's facing northwest, right, you actually see a gorgeous sunset coming in, and because you're so high above your neighbors, you can see the park and the greenery right opposite them as well. So that's why this is the perfect home for you. So we've come nearly to the end of the tour, but I just really want to explain a little bit about the pricing. The asking price is at 3.5 million, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a very high PSF. But I need to work out some sums for you, alright? So this entire estate, later on, you'll begin to see that there are a lot of old Inter-Terrace homes, and typically in the recent transactions, when people purchase the homes, you would see that it's only up to 2.2, 2.3 million, right? If you were to tear it down and you were to build it out like what my seller did, in today's market and price, construction costs, not to mention the number of years that it will take to build up, and you will incur up to 1 to 1.5 million build-up costs. And so a total, if you do add up, it actually adds up straight to 3.5 million, and that is the asking that we're going for. So yes, please do not leave hate comments below about how small this home is, because like I've explained, this location is unique and the land size is unique to this location, right? And secondly, that not only is it a norm, right? My seller has done a fantastic job in building up all the way to the maximum that it can, and you have so many good points about it. Marble cladded homes, quality finishes, high ceiling, column free, and you have 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4 ensuite, and you have optional 5th bedroom as well. And honestly, in such an estate, you won't find up to 5 bedroom homes. Maximum is usually 3 to 4 bedrooms only. So that's something I really want to highlight. And of course, besides everything, the facade is the most beautiful in the entire estate as well. So if you're keen about it, do drop me a DM, leave a comment, or just contact me on my mobile.